Holy heck, Beyond the Wall. Drunk ASOIAF history. Drunk ASOIAF, we are here tonight with me, Lizen Arbor, the Bear Air, and ASOIAF Puns came to be with us. I'm just happy. I'm sorry. You guys, I'm gonna be honest, I'm a little drunk. Which kind of equates to how much I liked the episode. You know what I mean? Like,
but you get drunk every week.
Okay, but this is a different amount of drunk. So I feel like if we were to make a line graph, there would be a direct correlation from where Chloe is in alcohol to where she's going to reach to liking the episode. So, slurp, slurp. What are you guys drinking tonight?
I got some Coke and vodka.
Okay, you and your gross drink. Kevin, what do you have?
This is full of vodka.
Oh my god! Someone buy you guys some real liquor.
Wow, I take offense to this.
I'm glad. Vodka is for skinny rich women on diets, that's all.
I ain't rich.
That's for sure. We would be in a much different place with this podcast were you rich.
That's true.
There would be some funding from the Bear Air government.
Hey, why aren't you rich? How rude of you.
Yeah,
why aren't you rich?
I've been wondering that.
No. You're literally a white male, a white straight male. How are you not rich?
Oh, dude, she has a point, Kevin. You fucked up. You
can't
are
stereotype.
a straight white male.
I think
Why
I just
are
did.
you not rich?
I don't know.
Anyways.
I didn't go to college.
So, we were beyond the wall tonight.
Yes.
At a mountain that looked like an arrowhead, according to my boyfriend's visions.
A marching they will go, a marching they will go.
How does your own feel about that?
You guys, some takes before the episode. I came out on Twitter today about my Beric Dondarrion and Sandor Clegane fetish.
I'm proud of you, boo.
Thank you. It was very hard work, but I revealed my true inner self.
You're true trash.
Spoke about how I would not mind getting spit roasted by Beric Dondarrion and Sandor Clegane. So that was revealed today on Twitter. I just want to get it out in the open on the air right now.
So how's this episode start?
Listen, Kevin. Look, if you say it ahead of time on your own schedule, like, that's your armor that you get to wear, and no one else gets to attack you. Tyrion Lannister taught me that, so...
I don't know how Tyrion Lannister would have applied that to being spit roasted by Beric Dondarrion and the Hound, but that's just me.
Dare you call him the Hound? Call him Sandor. Anyways.
What's wrong with you? He's a dog, according to Tormund.
Me?
Not you, her.
There's a lot of things wrong with you.
No, Chloe, you're perfect.
This is gonna be a podcast. I feel like this is gonna be a fun week of Twitter before the finale. They're really hyping the finale up. Like, in the end, they were like, "Oh, the season finale," and I'm like, "We all know what's gonna happen, bitch."
They gon' bang on a boat.
Stop! Oh God, I don't know how, but somehow the lady Shelly on Twitter, she has somehow descended into Jon Aris shipping. In the beginning of the season, she was a Jonza shipper. She descended to Jon Aris shipping somehow in the last few episodes, and it is nuts. It is not what I expected to happen. I'm seeing people that were my friends on my Twitter timeline are becoming my enemies.
I was gonna say it's because D&D is like hitting us over the head with it like a club.
They have to. I mean, to fit it into their pacing, I guess. I'm not trying to defend them. I don't ship Jon Aris. I know it's gonna be canon because I'm not an idiot, but she's still gonna die. But anyways, I'm just saying that, like, I know what's gonna happen. It's gonna be less contrived in the actual main canonical narrative in ASOIAF. It'll be less contrived. they'll have more time to build. They'll have point of view chapters, several back and forth to build on it. It's still gonna be gross. It's aunt and nephew, so I'll still be grossed out. I can accept it at that, but in the show, like, I get where the hate comes from in the show. I get that it's like it's contrived, it's forced, they're just writing it in, but at the speed of light, they're tunneling forward, they have to. I mean, I get that.
They start out and they're hiking.
Yeah, we open up on the main 7, the Magnificent 7.
And their 5 red shirts.
They were 7. I think that's such a religious, holy parallel. Yes, they're going beyond the wall and they're dealing with the old gods, but they were 7 going against
7
the
with
wall.
names.
I think that's cool. I think that D&D definitely, like, let's make sure it's 7 just to, like, line up that many for all of the faces of God. But I just thought that was cool, not to, like, usually I know it ain't that deep, but...
You're usually like that, like, all the time.
Hold on, let's delve a little deeper while we're here.
Okay, I'm in. Let's go.
So, let's note that only one member of the 7 actually died. That was the Red Priest, Thoros. So, and also the 5 red shirts. So, the Red Priest and the red shirts, they all died. But
yeah.
So what does that symbolize in that 7 metaphor? Which god died?
Relore. So magic's gonna die.
No, well I mean like who in the 7 who in the 7 would he represent?
I figured the stranger.
Yeah, no. Sandor
yeah, I
always
mean
gets stranger.
that one's pretty
fair. I always forget.
No, Thoros, I mean, who would you, I mean, Gendry's the smith.
Duh.
I mean, I don't really think, I don't know, it ain't that deep. It ain't that deep.
No, of course it's not that deep.
Who's gonna be the maiden?
Right, like, maybe we could go to Sandor. I really love that theory of Sandor that, like, he's never actually had sex. Because, like, no one ever has seen him actually, like, bang a chick out. You've never, like, seen him go to an actual, like, brothel and fuck anyone in the narrative. You just hear that he, like, gets drunk and falls asleep and the next day does his job every day. I think Sandor's a virgin. He's a big fat virgin. And he cried about Sansa Stark. Anyways. Fat ass virgin. Anyways, so, what were you going for, Kevin? Can you explain to my dumb show watcher ass right now?
I don't know. Just that, like, maybe it's symbolizing one of the gods are dead, basically.
I mean, all the gods are dead.
Well, one of them more than others.
All of it is just a geological, like, occurrence that somehow the tectonic plates of Westeros all added up at the same time, and a meteor fell to the ground and forged a beautiful sword one year, because it was dawn and shit, and, like, Empire of the Dawn, and, like, basically what I'm saying is, like, God's not real. Let's go on.
Well... I mean this as more of like a broader thematic idea rather than a story idea.
I think all the magic is going to be dead by the end. So if Thoros represented Relore in general, like of dying in that, if that was foreshadowing Relore will die, I could see that because I feel like all the magic, the dragons, the direwolves, all of it will be dead in the end, and all the seasons will go back to a more normal length for each.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Are you eating cheese? Are you eating cheese?
I'm eating chips that are cheese flavored.
Oh, and they're not garden salsa. Anyways, continue.
What's wrong with her?
I don't know! Dude, garden salsa is the only chip of sun chip choice.
There wasn't any in the box that I got from my stepmother.
I love Sandor so much. I don't like what they did with the weird, like, oh, rape is okay if a woman does it to you thing they had him saying. That was stupid. And Sandor would never say that, but in my head, he didn't say that. He said other things that were like canon. That's how I'm viewing this whole season. If I don't like it, I can instill my own headcanon, and it doesn't hurt as much.
I just want to point this out. Gendry literally says, I have never seen snow before. And he decides to go north of the fucking wall. Just bypass Winterfell entirely and go straight to where there's just fucking blizzards and shit.
It's not gonna happen between him and Arya.
Yeah, if I don't get Sansa, you don't get Gendry. So
I'm gonna kill you both. No, they are gonna get married because I have a son and you have a daughter and we can join our houses.
No,
Boom.
you're right. My problem, bigger with that is, A, they're, like, making him the discourse in the group. I didn't like that he's, like, the one that's like, yeah, that was fucked up, that happened to me, and no one was agreeing with him. And I'm like,
My poor
okay,
bee.
so trying to make him the obstinate voice, I guess, like, the weird differing powers. So I don't know if they'll go there with him someday, but the bigger problem, here's a big one I found out. Most people, like, I was watching, like, Ideas of Ice and Fire mentioned it. They mentioned the whole, well, Cersei thought she had aborted that one kid and had, like, stillbirth, but people think Gendry might be Cersei and Robert's real kid. And I'm like, can you not? Can we just not even, like, I feel like that's just such a contrived plot idea, a theory that is full of way more tinfoil than any of the bullshit that I believe, and I believe a lot of bullshit. There's a lot of small talk in the team between, like, Tormund and everyone, and just, like, I was exhausted by the end. I was like, oh my god, you guys have never... Gendry had more lines in that scene than Rickon has ever had.
That's true.
Hey, Rickon was always a Shaggy Dog story.
Shaggy Dog had more lines than Rickon ever had. What are you talking about?
I'm pretty sure Shaggy Dog was mentioned in more than Rickon, too.
That.
For sure. I'm pretty sure you're correct.
Like, he came back last season, it's like, wait, there's another Stark?
We even cared more about
and
the
Arya
Daniels,
still
too.
hasn't asked about her brother,
Yeah.
but she's still a murderous little whore. We'll get there. Holy shit. I don't even want to talk about that. That hurts. What the fuck is going on in this show?
Nobody knows. It's a surprise.
Just ride the wave. Just ride the wave.
Laughter down the stairs. I don't know. So John has this moment with Jorah. This real sweet moment. You guys, I thought John was gonna whip his dick out. Like, I knew he was gonna whip Longclaw out to show Jorah, but I thought he was gonna whip his dick out.
It's a little cold for that.
What's your reasoning behind this?
He started unlacing his breechers. And I think that was enough of a symbol that him and Jorah were gonna fuck. This whole entire trip, this magnificent 7 trip, was all like Brokeback Mountain times 7. Like, there was just like, they were all gonna fuck. Everything was really gay. This whole entire trip, all of it was gay.
Oh my
was
god.
anyone seeing all the gay subtext? Was it just me?
Maybe.
All of it was so gay. I thought they were gonna play Suck and Blow from Christmas. I'm really glad that I drank this much whiskey for this. Because I really did think that. I thought they were all gonna be, like, beyond the wall. Like, they were all waiting, and, like, the Night's King was across the river, and they were all sitting there waiting for Daenerys to rescue them, and I was like, are you guys just gonna start playing Suck and Blow right now? Like, is that... Jon and Jorah have their fucking homo-ass moment. They're all like, we're gonna put it in each other. Your dad was cool. No, your dad was cool. They both had decisions, but they were cool. Like, what? I don't know.
Like, I know
I didn't mind it.
Jon talking about Jorah was really nice.
It was good that they covered it,
Yes.
finally. But, was it good? I don't know about that.
I did enjoy the fact that Jorah straight up admitted that Jorah deserved a better son. I'm like, yeah, he fucking did.
I agree. Yeah, Jorah, you're a piece of fuck. As Elena said last week, I don't claim him as a Mormont.
He's not a Mormont.
He's not. When I think of Mormonts, I think of strong people like Alice Sane or Daisy. I think of real Mormonts.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Not the
I
pretenders
think,
to the lordship.
Yeah, I even think of Show Liana, even though she's kind of annoying. I think of that little bitch. I think of her sometimes.
She's an adorable precious cinnamon roll and must be protected at all costs. Shut up.
I would take her above Jorah.
Fair. But I think everyone would.
I'm sorry,
Better
even
leader, too.
in the books,
Sure.
he's tired, not wired. You know what I mean? Oh, we're coming up on my favorite scene.
Oh yeah, of course. The unnecessary drama between Arya and Sansa.
Passions, General Hospital, Days of Our Lives, only in Winterfell.
Yeah, what else would happen if they don't have some drama to do? Give Littlefinger one last hurrah.
Before we shank the shit out of him.
It's a stupid hurrah. We all know Littlefinger's gonna die, and can I just pronounce? I want to take a good moment to say that my timeline is gonna be the most lit timeline on Twitter, on Facebook, on Instagram. I am gonna be so happy. I've never been this happy, but I will be this happy. You guys, when Littlefinger dies, oh, I am gonna be. My crops are gonna prosper. My acne will go away. My depression cured. It's cured. Everything will be great. Littlefinger's gonna die, and it's gonna be probably not that good because it's gonna be off this contrived ass Winterfell plot. What the fuck is going on in this plot? What is that? Why? What? Sansa's making sense and Arya's not? That never happens.
Do you think the Veiled troops will leave Winterfell if they kill Winterfell? No. Winterfinger. Littlefinger.
Winterfinger. If they killed Winterfinger.
What if he became a White
I love
Walker?
that.
He would be Winterfinger then.
It would totally be his name.
Well, Winterfinger is pulling some moves. So I think the bigger thing we have to look at is who is being honest in this point of view we're seeing. So, like, what point of view is accurate? Because, like, I feel like something is hiding something from us. Is it Littlefinger? Is it Arya? Is it who knows?
I
One
think
of
it's
them
Sansa.
knows what's going on. I think it's Sansa. I think Sansa knows. She just sent Brienne south for the White Pit scene, so I feel like maybe Sansa's like, it's smart to send Brienne. Maybe Sansa does know what's going on for once.
On the other end of that coin, it all depends on what she's sending Brienne for. Is she sending her to get her away so that she doesn't kill Arya? That's one thing. If she's sending her away so that she doesn't protect Arya. That's another thing.
Yeah.
No, I think it's the former personally, but you know.
And all of a sudden, like, she straight up said, like, later on we'll get to Littlefinger when he comes in, she's like, okay, well, this is a lot of drama, and I'm literally just trying to make sure everyone's fed. Like, Sansa is actually, for once, trying to care about being the Lady of Winterfell.
Yeah.
Basically, yeah.
Arya should trust.
She's busy trying to feed these people and lead her people and make sure that all these knights don't leave. Because if Jon comes home and all the knights left, Jon will be pretty pissed.
You sucked at this,
Like,
Sansa.
Arya, like, why are you saying that? Like, Arya, you're all like, I'm allying with Jon, but, like, Jon has to have armies to ally behind him. Like, I mean, that's how it works. Sansa is showing her political aptitude that she somehow gained overnight for the first time in whatever. And
How did that happen? We don't know.
Arya's
She
just,
was watching Statecraft and
no one knows.
King's Landing.
You know what? It's just too bad they didn't have this season. Maybe season 5 would have been a great place for it, where they've let Sansa learn to have some political aptitude. I don't know, it's really weird that it would be more believable if they... Anyways, there's not enough weed in all of the fucking universe for this plot, you guys.
That's very true.
Nothing will let me forget how bad that plot was. We open, after that, back to our Magnificent Seventh scene.
Yep.
Sandor immediately has this bonding scene with Tormund, and they're talking about gingers, and Sandor's like, it's gingers I hate, and I'm just sitting there looking into the camera like, that's funny, because there's a certain little girl that you met when you lived in King's Landing that happens to have some auburn hair that I'm pretty sure you're lying about hating.
I really, really enjoyed just, Tormund just being like, we're special, we're amazing, we are lucky, we were kissed by fire, we're beautiful.
Ginger propaganda.
Yeah, that's some ginger. Elena is so ginger, you guys. Oh my god, everything.
He needed to have some love. He was showing himself some self-love. Like, gotta represent the gingers.
I mean, we don't have to.
Why did Jon take more
Rude.
people with him?
Yeah, so can we talk about the red shirts in this episode? This is the big thing I noticed. These red shirts just kept appearing out of nowhere and then disappearing out of nowhere. Like, and every time I thought we were out of red shirts, they just killed another one that randomly appeared and disappeared. I don't...
I'm pretty sure there were 5 that came with him and 5 they showed that died. But yeah, it was kind of inconsistent during the other shots.
Suspension of disbelief.
And I feel like the fact that they all had their hoods up really didn't help that, because you couldn't see, like, okay, that's this person, that's this person, that's
They're
this person.
stormtroopers.
They're just, yeah, they're all stormtroopers. They're all gonna die.
Helps
Yeah,
continuity.
I think they did that on purpose too. I really did. I think they like made it like that. You know, like, oh, you didn't realize that this person died that was a real person or a red shirt, or if they like died, you didn't notice on purpose. You know, I feel like they were just using that. They were climbing off of that. So that was kind of a weak spot for me.
Gendry was the king of the red shirts, though.
They sent him, right, to go, like, run to send the Raven to Daenerys, and I'm like, 3 years of endurance training while you paddled prepared you for this moment, Gendry, and suddenly you're gonna fall into the snow.
I was watching, I'm like, I literally did not have 3 seasons without Gendry just to see him fucking die in the goddamn snow. Does not work this way.
Is he gonna die? Like, I was like, really, it wouldn't surprise me at this point, since that's what they do.
I thought Tormund was gonna die.
Same.
I thought Tormund was gonna die. I read the leaks, and I thought he was gonna die. I was sitting there, and I literally, like, looked at my roommate, and I was like, no, what? No way! And then he didn't. Last second got saved by plot device. He should have died. That was a death moment. I'm sorry, that was a little contrived.
That would have been a death, too. That would have been a good death.
Yeah.
Well,
Going out fighting off like 6 whites at once, hell yes.
More of a horrific one at that point.
Yeah.
Still a better death than Bury the Bold.
Back up a lot, because we keep jumping forward.
Yeah.
So Thoros and Jon have a moment, and they chill out.
Barrick.
Oh, Barrick. Sorry, Barrick and Jon, not Barrick and Thoros. They have a moment, and
it was a very nice exposition scene. One of my favorite quotes from the episode came from that. My favorite quote was, "Death is the enemy, the first enemy and the last." We've seen that in the books, so it was amazing to see in show. It was a nice line for Barrick to deliver. Death is the enemy, the first enemy and the last. How good is that?
We all die.
Yeah, I mean, I enjoyed the fact that Barrick brought up the fact that, like, oh yeah, I knew your dad, quote unquote. But you don't look much like your father. You must favor your mother. Motherfuckers, how many more of these are you gonna drop?
It's too bad they haven't built up Rhaegar, like, at all.
Who's Rhaegar?
I bet we'll get a flashback. I bet we'll get a flashback tomorrow. Or next week, rather.
Next week, we're gonna get a flashback. We've been how long without a flashback?
I want to know about this Prince Rhaegar character.
We are gonna get a flashback. It'll be a good flashback, too. It really will, I think. I feel like it's just a little contrived on those experiences in the show, the flashbacks, the lore. It's like they're just pinholing as much as they can into certain spaces. It's not enough.
And they're not doing it well.
Yeah, the casual viewer needs help talking about this stuff and understanding this stuff, where if you don't read the book several times, you won't understand half of what goes on, and that's not good writing. Bad. But the Barrick and Jon scene was the first time I've really appreciated the show writing in a while, to be honest. Like, I felt like it was a really well-contrived scene, really good-hearted, that they both, like, really connected. Mm-hmm. Like, they respected each other. It was a good scene. I liked that scene a lot.
I thought it was very well done.
Yeah. I know Kevin disappeared on us for a minute. He'll be back.
In the meantime, my cat is taking his position.
Let's all take a moment for Stuart, Lord Tywin, first of his name.
He is not Lord Tywin, I'm gonna murder you.
The Cat of Andals and the First Men.
That's true, though.
Drinking to him right now. I'm drinking to Stuart Tywin Lannister.
Shouldn't everyone? But he's not a Lannister, so fuck you.
We can always come back.
So we jump again, this time to Dragonstone. And Dany and Tyrion are talking, and
Dany's got a crush on Jon.
basically. And like she just starts listing off all these people that you knowingly know that she slept with or had feelings for, and then she's like, and this Jon Snow character. I'm like, really, guys? Really?
Man, there was a lot in that scene to dissect, honestly.
Tyrion's on fire this season.
They finally gave him a plot, so that's nice.
She made a lot of short jokes in a short amount of time.
Dude, she was so mean about Jon Snow, and I was living for it. I love when people are mean to Jon Snow. It's my kink.
I did notice she said, he's too little for me. I'm like, what part do you think is little? Waggles eyebrows.
I want to make a meme with Daenerys with her hand up in the air and just like be like, must be this tall to ride.
Do it.
The flirting was strong about Jon Snow in general. They're trying to force it down our throats because it has to happen by the finale next week. Hey, everyone's so excited. Daenerys is canon. I'm not drunk enough for this.
You're never drunk enough for this.
Well, with any luck.
Sometimes I'm drunk enough for this.
I did want to point out the fact that Tyrion just like straight up called Dany out. He was like, "Listen, you've got a temper. You have some issues you need to work out." Like, and she's like, "I don't have a temper. I don't know what you're talking about." He's like, "You literally burned a house. They're dead."
And she's like,
"'Cause of you."
It was gonna happen anyway. That's one thing I don't love. I feel like season 3, season 4, we saw Dany who wouldn't leave a city because she wants slavery to be done there. You know, like we see compassion in Daenerys. And now all of a suddenly it's Daenerys wants to kill other houses just for not even like looking at her right.
It was
You
before
know what
she
I
could
mean?
fight
It's
with her
just a very
dragons.
extreme.
That's true.
I get it, but it was too extreme for what they pulled. Discuss.
No, I agree. I mean, I said it last episode. I'll say it this episode. She fucked up. She did a dumb. I mean, she literally could have held both of them as hostages against the crown, and instead she just burned them.
Her big mistake was
But I
not
do
separate.
love seeing her fail as a leader. Like, not like because I love seeing her fail. I just mean I do love seeing her broach difficulties finally, because she wasn't doing that before.
Oh, well, I mean, she's basically won the war already. How much of an army do the Lannisters even have left after that battle? Jaime implied the losses are really heavy.
Damn.
I mean, and we know from the preview to next episode that the King's Landing is getting surrounded, and that the Unsullied made out
So
of
what does
Casterly
this
Rock.
mean for the books, do you think? Like, as far as Aegon's armies, do you think this is reflecting what we're going to see in the books?
I mean, I don't know, because Cersei dropped the bomb, what was it, 2 episodes ago, that she was in the process of trying to hire the Golden Company?
Whoa, I think she dropped a bomb way before that, like
Okay.
on the Snap and the Tyrell.
I'm gonna murder you.
Sorry, I saw an area for humor. I added it.
So yeah, I think. Well, I mean, Dany's gonna have Dothraki and Unsullied when she gets down to actually invade Westeros, and the Golden Company is gonna be Aegon's army.
Yep.
How many is she gonna have? Shit.
A
Who
lot?
knows? I mean,
I don't know.
George isn't really good with like numbers in their armies. It'll be enough, I imagine, to probably be the same overwhelming force she's gonna be in this book.
I'm excited to see how it plays out in the books, especially with Aegon and Arianna taking King's Landing from Cersei.
Yes.
I'm guessing at that point they'll probably retreat to Casterly Rock. So I'm excited to see how it all goes down in book and who joins Dany and how these factions work against each other. We will see the Tarleys in the books die. I mean, that's for certain. They're not going to support Dany. They'll support Aegon because they're sexist white dudes. That's just...
But will they even support Aegon? Or would they do what they did in the show and just supported Cersei because she was the crown?
I think they'll support Aegon, not Cersei.
I think
in the books.
getting the Tarleys were the Having the Tarleys betray the Tyrells, I think, was necessary for the show to expedite like getting the Reach out of the show. I mean, because basically the whole of the Reach rebelled against him. If there wasn't a real fight over in Highgarden, I feel like it's because all of the Reach was already underneath Tarley. I mean, he is like the War Master, isn't he?
Absolutely.
Not in the show.
He's one of the people from Robert's Rebellion that was so successful as a war leader, had very minimal problems. Randall, the other thing you have to remember is, like, in the books with his allegiance to Aegon, he is kind of ditching Tyrells to go for Aegon. So I don't think it makes sense for him in the books to also go to Cersei. I think he will for sure stay with Aegon and die with Aegon as Dany comes to Westeros, because you have to remember, like, Brown Bed Plum betraying Dany and ending up against her in Dance with Dragons. You know, I mean, there's a lot of factions that in the show they aren't really shown. In the books they are. And to look at, like, what they've collapsed for the show compared to the books, like, it's interesting to kind of, like, get a handle on that. But I think, like, Brown Ben Plum and Tarly's, for example, I'll be for Aegon, because Aegon looks like the best. I mean, Dany sees it in her visions in the House at the Undying. She sees, you know, the Mummer's dragon, parades in the street, they're following the dragon, like, they're all cheering for Aegon. They want Aegon to be a Targaryen to save them from the Lannisters. I mean, that's what the small folk and regular folk are looking for.
Mm-hmm.
So missing the Aegon plot from the show has taken a lot of depth of it in that way. I'm not saying I hate it, because I understand cutting that. I do. That's probably one of the first things I would cut, to be honest. But you just have to look at the scope of it and go, okay, this is definitely going to happen in the books. We have 2 books left. We have 800 years to wait for them. So.
Is that all we have?
Am I sad about it? Yes, of course. But
Say, Livy.
So.
Lovey. You knew I was going to say that.
Let's talk about the parallels between the battle that happened tonight and the battle that happened a few episodes ago.
Okay, let's talk. Kevin, tell me about them.
Well, for one, both protagonists fall into water. One in a field of fire, the other in a literal fucking lake of ice. So, you know,
that is true.
You know, they get pulled out. Yeah, there's a bit of that there. Little similarities, parallels. Dragons come in, they fuck shit up. One, you know, there's like big ass spears get thrown.
Yeah.
And you know, it's successful once. Not that time though. I mean, in this one, yeah, it was, but not in that one. And my ramble is complete. You may continue.
I mean, I was gonna say, I know earlier you said that the Night's King and Cersei should hook up, because then you can just put the ice picks in the scorpion, just go.
I'll bet you $5 she does.
What if this is an idea?
Is it?
What if the Night's King and Cersei don't hook up, but Cersei and Euron hook up, and the Night's King is communicating with Euron?
Spoopy.
That would trap the armies of the good guys between, or, you know, the army of light, fire, whatever, between...
Narrator voice, our heroes would be screwed.
Yeah, basically. They'd be trapped in, like, the neck.
I mean, especially with this next scene for the next episode, where they're all literally meeting in the dragon pit. All your enemies in one convenient location.
Yeah, but Cersei doesn't really have, like, the dragons are kind of a counter to everything, though, even if there's only 2 of them. Like,
dude,
it was nice that they remembered they had 3.
I'm sad.
Don't be sad,
I didn't think
Chloe.
I was gonna feel anything about this episode, but I did have some feelings.
Yeah, you did.
I was amazed, honestly.
I was certain that Jon was gonna, like, show up at Eastwatch on Rhaegal.
I feel like at the rate they're going, and they're already trying to expedite this stuff, that we should have been there by now. Is that weird? Like, I feel like we're honestly slower than what I expected by now. I expected that we would have people riding dragons by now.
It would be, I feel like it would be the best time to do it. Like,
Really would.
because he could climb and get himself out of the ice lake, looks around, getting surrounded by, you know, all the zombies and shit, and
then a motherfucking dragon swoops in.
Comes in, makes a ring of fire, gets him, get out of there real quick. Maybe he gets an ice pick through his, like, wing, but he's alright, just a little bit wounded. And he gets back, John and Danny are like, oh shit, this is a powerful moment, we might actually like each other, and then shit, you know?
And we're at the same time, we're getting all of this, like, backstory of Jon's a Targaryen, so it would make sense to have the dragons suddenly start trusting him, and one of them in particular suddenly being like, hey, Jon Snow, you're cool. Your name's not really Jon Snow, but you're still cool.
Have one of them just be like, hey.
I know, I'm freezing, I just fell in a fucking ice lake.
Right.
Hey, pet me.
I'm just saying.
Love me. You know, like a cat.
Exactly. Yeah. Dragons are like cats, just bigger and dangerouser.
And they breathe fire.
I bet if cats could, they would totally breathe fire.
So will the ice dragon breathe ice fire? Or will the, shoot, like, icicles or something?
Feels like that'd be painful.
Someone asked us that. Someone on Twitter asked us that about dragons. Who asked? Hold on, let me look. I know someone asked me about the dragons, about if, I think it might have been Jason Eldon, one of our friends and viewers from Jersey. I think he asked, like, will they breathe icicles now? That is not as scary, so no, of course they won't. You know what I mean?
I mean, you do, like, ice shards, that'd be kind of badass.
If it was done right, yeah. No,
Think about
true.
that, just like a million ice shards shoot out of its mouth into, like, wildlings on the wall or something.
That'd be goddamn terrifying right there.
Yeah. It'd be like a nail gun. It'd be like nail gun breath.
An icy, dangerous, magical nail gun. Let's see. Dude, the polar bear.
Yes.
Let's get to the polar bear. That was intense.
Yeah, it was.
How many of those do you think the Night King has?
Moment.
Thank you.
It was really intense, dude. Like, I'm not trying to, like... Dude, and its eyeballs were so blue. It was so intense. And it was all on fire, and Sandor kept staring at it because Sandor's PTSD was hitting in. And he was flipping out about fire. Ugh. What a wild ride.
Do you think he'll use a fire sword to kill his brother?
Dude, Sandor is having a hard time because he's like assimilating into this group of people, and they all love the thing that he hates. Like, I'm pretty sure he's just having a hard life right now.
Yeah, he is.
That's nothing new.
For sure. Sandor has honestly had a really hard life. Like, if you want to look at it objectively, Sandor, like, had his big brother shove his face into fire and burn half his face off just for trying to play with a toy of a knight's toy. And then Sandor grows up and his brother, like, gets knighted for no fucking reason. No one knows why. Gregor Clegane just gets knighted. And he goes around being a fucking knight, but he's not a knight, as we know. He's a piece of fuck.
No true knight.
Like, no true knight, for sure, little bird.
I mean, plus on top of all that, he literally killed their little sister. I mean, I don't know if it's actually, like, fact or canon, but it's very heavily implied.
And probably the father, too.
His little sister dies with no context of why. Very, like, Dumbledore and Grindelwald style. The little sister just dies. And then the mom had already died, and the dad ends up dying after the little sister. Sandor knows he's next, dude, so he escapes to King's Landing, and he goes and he gets hired by these people, and yeah, they're government assholes, but he's gonna work for them and make some money and whatever, make a living. But, like, he's just trying to get by. You know? So this is a lot for him to go north and to be north of the wall, all his horse shit. Like, Sandor is just trying to live. That's all. I love him so much.
We know.
Let's talk
Polar
about...
bear is, like, tunneling towards him on fire.
Yeah, that.
And Thoros is like, what the fuck, dude? And just, like, jumps in between and was like, this needs to stop.
Pretty strong for an old man.
Around
yeah.
That bear and all that, that's a lot, dude. That's extra. My heart, like, I was pitter-pattering during all that. I was real upset about it.
I
was like, no, what's happening?
I was in total shock that he survived that. I was like, that what? Huh?
Hey, remember
All night.
the
Yeah.
Revenant?
I never saw it.
Oh well, dude gets mauled by a bear,
I
kills
got
it,
that much from it.
and then he goes to kill all the people who left him for dead.
Yeah.
Was that the one
Dude,
that
that speech.
DiCaprio.
That speech between Thoros and Barrick, that moment where they had like a friendship moment. I thought that their friendship moment was enough to keep them alive.
Nope.
No.
They can be bros until death.
Tormund talking about his love for Brienne, I thought was a death sentence.
Dude, I hope he dies after that. Holy shit.
Leave
Fuck
my
him.
poor ginger baby alone. It's not fair.
It's not fair that he's putting his crush on Brienne. She's just trying to take care of the Stark sisters. She doesn't give a shit about his fucking male agenda.
Which, he knows that. He just wants to win her love. And it's kind of
why he loves her.
stupid and cute and adorable.
You need to get laid.
How's she gonna do down in King's Landing?
Her and Jamie are gonna get reunited and it's gonna be so cute.
I really hope Brienne and Jamie get reunited lovingly. You know, like good stuff.
They both deserve happiness.
Do you think we'll get Clegane Bowl?
Get hype!
I think, and this is an intellectual take, whatever. I think that Clegane Bowl will happen, but not in the way that you believe, sir. I think that Clegane Bowl is going to be something where Sandor recognizes that his brother has become a monster, a mad dog, if you will, a mad dog, and he will have to put his brother down. Out of mercy, he will have to remember where the heart is and give his brother the gift of mercy. Now, do I think the show is going to give him this in all of its glory and beautiful metatextual analysis style? No. Show is not going to do that. So he will probably kill his brother out of bloodthirst and vengeance. But in the books, it's going to be him showing his brother the gift of mercy. That's what I'm saying.
I like it. The show's
Same.
definitely not going that route, though.
Nope.
No, the show never goes where you think it's going to go.
Hey, Jon took
Never
Winterfell. Well, actually, Sansa did.
And now all of a sudden, Sansa's like we're getting there anyways. The next scene is Winterfell. And now all of a sudden, like, the lords care about Sansa. Like, I don't...
She's Trueborn Stark.
And John literally got crowned and was like, peace, I'm out.
Then again, remember, if she gets made Queen of the North, any one of them marries her.
He gets to be Prince Consort.
Royal
Who
family
would marry
status.
her, though? Like, no one would. The only person that's, like, a valuable person to the Vale that we, like, know their name and we get them is, like, Bronzione Royce, and she's not gonna marry Bronzione Royce. Come on now.
I meant the North.
Yeah,
No. I
that's
meant
not gonna happen.
I meant Northern Lords.
How many Northern Lords do we have that are young and unmarried?
Like, none.
Oh, I'm sure they have sons, but
And
like,
Umber, and we know he's gonna die because he's a Weasley.
no, but still,
Rude.
like,
Leave the Weasleys out of this. They didn't do anything to you.
Because you're a ginger.
no, I'm just saying that'd be a reason Northern Lords would want her to be queen. Though.
Yeah, absolutely. From the very start, and John's over here like all, I don't want, I didn't want to be king, they chose me, and I'm like, wow, it's really too bad that there was no one else with the Stark name and with political experience that could have taken this job for you, John. Wow, it's really too bad that we could not find someone that could fill in for you on such short notice. You know?
Yeah. She's kind of better at statecraft than him. Like, a lot better at statecraft than him.
Yeah, Sansa could have just done it. I mean, she's already doing it with half the credit, so why didn't we just let her do it? That's all.
Maybe they just thought to show the logistics of all of it.
Yeah, like, I don't know, maybe just Sansa should have just ruled from the start. Maybe that's the tea on that, that's all.
I feel like that will happen in the book.
I think Sansa will be Lady of Winterfell, and Jon will be King in the North because of Robb's will. I think it will happen, I get it. so I'm not gonna like shit talk it because I get it. It's gonna happen. Jon being king in the North will happen. We've already secured it. It's in the will. It's canon.
Oh, okay.
This, along with like Rhaegar's annulment, like are things that I've accepted and just come to terms with.
Can we talk about how Jon has never sent a raven in like weeks?
What's a raven?
I mean,
Basically, Jon.
Then again, I guess it wouldn't go over too well if he's like, hey, I'm going back to the north, and then I'm going to go beyond the wall to go capture a White Walker. Just, go about your business.
And Sansa had to defend that. We didn't really, like, chat about it last episode, but Sansa defended that shit, man. Like, she was like, he's the king of the north, and he's doing the best he can. And she just smiled through it, and they were like, but we want you to be our leader. And she's like, don't be assholes. This is it. Like, please don't be assholes. It's more of like begging, please don't be assholes, because she's like, I can't take much more, dude. Like, she's already criticized at every turn. She said so to Littlefinger tonight, in the next scene even. She said to Littlefinger, like, dude, my life's already hard. I'm already trying to feed these people and make sure they survive the winter, like, not even counting the White Walkers. We don't know what'll happen with that. Like, she's trying her best. And she's just getting fucked at every corner.
What if she actually did try and do a coup d'etat?
Oh?
What
if?
Just saying,
Yeah.
Get Brienne out of there. Take Arya into custody.
She wouldn't.
No, she wouldn't, but it's a theory.
I mean, not my Sansa. Maybe the show Sansa would.
Well, that's the one we're talking about.
That's true.
Life is so hard. That's not my daughter, whatever that thing is.
Oh my god.
Neither of them are my children. I'm so mad at both of them.
What's Bran doing in all this?
Just sitting in the Godswood knowing all the answers, but not telling his sisters the answers.
Chilling out and watching. He's playing catch up on weirwood.net. He was like, it took a while for him to get back from the wall.
He's acid fried.
As someone who's done acid recently, it's not that hard to talk to your family members afterwards.
I don't know.
It was a hell of a time you trying to talk to us during.
So Cersei sent the letter.
Oh, yeah.
Dany to meet up. And she sent out a plot to Winterfell. Everyone, send someone to come to fucking King's Landing and do the thing. Woo.
All 5 characters that are left in this show.
Look, it's a great fan service moment to have all of our A-list actors on one screen.
It'll be entertaining.
Will it, though?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it will be. Come on, you know it's gonna go. Cersei's gonna insult Jon. Jon's gonna look away sad. Daenerys is gonna say something stupid. Tyrion's gonna have a witty retort. And Tormund or not Tormund. Who's going? The Hound's going, right?
I don't know.
And the Hound's gonna fucking stare menacingly at his brother.
I have an idea.
Yeah.
I have an idea. Brienne's gonna get pissed off and, like, try to attack Cersei. And then Cersei's gonna be like, oh, I lost the pregnancy because of Brienne. And then Jaime's gonna be pissed off at Brienne, and Cersei's just gonna sit there smirking because she was never actually pregnant.
I feel like a ploy like that would be so easily seen by Jaime, as blind as that man is.
But I love it.
A lot of people keep saying that they think Cersei's faking it, and I think that's stupid. I'm gonna come out. This is my official opinion about it. That's stupid. Cersei's not faking it, dude. She doesn't have the smarts for that.
I don't know. It shows Cersei seems to be able to do whatever furthers her plot.
That's true.
Exactly. But I don't think she's gonna. Her plot's coming to a halt, though. Remember?
That's true.
This is it for her.
The Valonqar
will choke the life. If it's not Jaime, I disavow this show. I will literally blacklist
fucking quit.
This show. I quit. Like, the second that someone that's not Jaime strangles Cersei, I will never watch this show. I will never talk about it again. I will block it on every single media that I own.
That is such a goddamn lie. Don't even try.
Fuck it. I will never allude to its existence, dude. I'm not even kidding you. If they even try to change that, the Valonqar is canon, and it is what it is.
What if it's Tyrion in the actual book?
Shut the fuck up, Kevin.
You have to ask yourself these questions.
Good chocolate, right?
Okay.
Gonna
You want me to
go
ask
market.
myself this question? Let me ask myself this question. Chloe, what if the Valonqar is Tyrion? I'm thinking about it real hard, Kevin. I see you looking at me through the screen. I'm ready to answer this question. If the Valonqar is Tyrion, then you know that someone fucking kidnapped and murdered George R. R. Martin and wrote a plot because the Valonqar is Jaime Lannister. Why are you starting me? Kevin, stop. The Valonqar is Jaime. Don't fuck with me. Go fuck yourselves. Valonqar is Jaime, and that's it. That's the tea on that. It is what it is. They were written for these moments for each other.
What if she dies in labor?
Maybe she'll be like whispering to Jaime, "Promise me, Jaime, promise me."
Sorry.
My father's Jon Snow.
In your mouth?
Plot twist!
I like that y'all didn't realize I was gonna go there, but I went there.
I did not think you were gonna go there, so I'm proud of you, Boo. Nice surprise.
So, do we think Cersei will honor her agreement?
Oh, fuck no.
Or
Fucker's
even
gonna
make
try
one
and
in the
kill
first
everyone.
place?
She's gonna go straight up Mad Queen.
Oh god, Cersei doesn't give a fuck, dude. Season 8 is gonna be her just being outright ridiculous until someone kills her. And by someone, I mean Jaime.
I don't think he'd kill her.
Stop. Put that in the fire.
It's just Lannister trash showing again.
I'm sorry, but the Lannisters are objectively the best house. They're defending Westeros. Against, you know,
What?
I don't know, proper governance.
What the fuck? You're shipping the Trump family.
Oh, come on. Are you calling Jaime fucking Trump? Or Cersei Trump? Because that's an interesting parallel, actually.
Ugly bitches.
They're both white and blonde, so
That's true, that's true.
White and blonde. They all think they know shit.
that's true.
I don't know. What comes next? Fuck this show.
No, you're probably
Waiting,
right, though.
They wait for Gendry to send the Raven. Sends the Raven.
Oh yeah, he runs like shit to go back to the wall, and then face plants right in front of it because God bless this pointy little
Well,
head.
Night's Watch would have seen him by that point.
Yeah.
I feel like, at least.
Oh, whatever. It was contrived. We moved on.
I mean, I really want to talk about how much time it would take to, like, get a Raven to Dragonstone and then a Dragon to Eastwatch.
I feel like we're not allowed to even convince ourselves of being upset about the show anymore, and we've talked about how we can't do that, so
Yeah.
we have to move on.
I agree.
How long does it take? Nobody knows.
Yeah, it all sucks. What I'm saying is that it sucks, but
It's an Avengers movie.
again,
I like this show. But it's like, at this point right now, it's like a Marvel movie.
a lot of stuff that you're just like told, believe in this. I mean, and I get it, but it's still a lot of stuff.
There's not really much this episode.
It was mainly the fight scenes, and that was really it.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, can we bring up the fact that Jon killed one White Walker, and then all the other whites just kind of went, because apparently that's the thing
so
now.
That's the hierarchy. If you can kill a Night's King boyfriend, anything the Night's King and his boyfriend have raised under that Night's King boyfriend comes back to life, or dies, or, I mean, like, it's okay. This is new canon. Good to know.
I think I'd give a weakness, I guess. I mean, they did just one-shot a dragon today.
That's true.
Damn, that was sad.
Yeah. It's like, oh look, we have 3 dragons. Never mind, we have 2.
Yeah, I usually wouldn't feel bad, but that was sad. That was her kid, man.
Yep. She watched her baby die.
My favorite part of this episode was Nate, my roommate, put his hand out and I put my hand out and he grabs my hand. He goes, "I'm just so upset because it costs so much for them to kill that dragon off." I almost died laughing. I thought that was hysterical. Because I was sad. As you two know, I've unfortunately fell to Danny stand-up. I don't know what's wrong with me, but Danny has been getting it this season for me. I've been just sitting there okay, yeah, you're mad queening, and you're not that convincing as a ruler, but I still like you. Maybe it's her outfits. I don't know. She just looks good this season while ruling. The rest of her sucks, but I like the way she looks.
I think she's had I don't know. I feel like she's gonna just kind of a little bit more. There's something different to her scenes than normal. I can't really put my finger on it either.
A whole other country?
Yeah. The color palette has changed.
Weird because in season 4 and 3, she was all like, "I won't leave these countries until they're free, and slavery is gone. Everything's happy here." And then she leaves and comes to Westeros, and they aren't like that. And she has no belief in Dario, as
Nope.
she said in this episode. She was like, "He'll be dead soon," basically, is what she's. That was a weird way they quoted that. It was like she was all saying people that have died for me, but there were 2 people that aren't dead yet, Dario and Jorah. So I was like, obviously Dario's not dead, but were you trying to imply he was dead, or that he's going to be dead? I don't know. It's weird.
I think that was saying more that she thought I mean, she was just naming out men that were doing dangerous shit for her, trying to one up each other.
Right.
Not more than rather not they died.
Okay.
But some of them did die, so they kind of just kind of goes to the point there altogether.
Yeah, it was weird because she mentions Dario, and it's the first mention of Dario that we get, obviously. So it was just weird.
Yep.
She dropped him like a rock.
God. Yeah,
Basically.
she did. She's like, "Bye, gotta make out with Jon Snow."
Gotta have room for that plot. Hey, you know what's funny? I find their ship started on a ship.
I'm gonna fucking murder you.
Hey,
Please.
I'm just observing.
If you murder him, you can move in.
I'm into it.
Don't do that.
I think you just realized his life is seriously in danger now.
I guess, what's the big points I want to cover that's left? Thoros dying actually made me sad, and I didn't think I would ever care.
I mean, he is a season 2 character.
Yeah, and he wasn't real. He should have been season 1 and 2. Ned sending them off to go, collect people.
I think the turn. Well, I mean, I feel like season 1 used their time the best it could.
They did it a lot better than some of the other seasons.
Yeah, that was their height of their brotherhood season 1. That was Ned saying, "I need you to keep the king's justice. I need you to go
Get out of King's
kill
Landing.
these people."
Shoo.
Yeah. And almost in a way it was interesting because it was Ned was conspiracy theorying wise, was all these people that know all about the rebellion and have all these details that they shouldn't have. Better send them on missions to get them out of the city.
Good point.
But that's a whole nother, that's a sadder story.
Okay, so I have a question. Since the season's almost over, would this have been better as 10 shorter episodes?
Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and say yes. I think the pacing's been weird and off.
I'm hoping it'll get
I
back.
think that some episodes are too fast, some are too slow, some are worth it, some aren't. So I'm gonna say
All the traveling is too just fucking weird.
Yep, very contrived. A lot
Using
of
tape.
stuff that you're just told that you have to believe in. I just feel like as a consistently paced show, No, this season has sucked as far as pacing has gone.
It has been nice to have like a lot of real plot happening though, and some dialogue-driven plot.
It's nice to have some stuff happening. Most of the dialogue written plot is bullshit. So.
It's nice to have it at least though.
Yeah, I love bullshit. Garbage is my favorite thing. You're right.
Hey, you said it.
Viserion dies. The
Yep.
Night's King gets all of his people to go into a slavery image and pull them out with chains. But D&D want to be able to write in Confederate, by the way.
Yeah.
That'll be interesting.
As they have a scene of undead people pulling a dead dragon out of the water. But whatever.
Oh god, that's symbolism.
Yeah! And they want to fucking direct Confederate?
But they have black people writing it too.
Oh yeah, it'll be fine. Nothing could go wrong. So anyway.
Is HBO hosting it?
Yes.
Yup.
I hope they're
It's
smarter than
supposed to
that.
be a modern day, like, Third World War slavery story.
It'd be great.
As if the South never seceded and everything. Like,
Or no,
Yeah.
the South seceded, but they won.
Yeah.
Is it like a
North.
V for Vendetta situation where it's like, oh, this horrible government, let's fight against it?
yep.
Hmm.
Interesting, right? It'll be a great story for them to adapt. I don't think anything could go wrong.
Hey, no source material to ruin.
Oh my god.
Anyways, are we at the end? What happens?
I was gonna say we didn't bring up Ben Hands. Or did we bring up
It was
Ben
so
Hands?
contrived. Here's what I want to talk about. I have thoughts, so you guys just sit there and hold on to your horses.
I don't got a horse.
My thought... a horse.
Of course, of course.
Horse.
Continue,
It's
sorry.
just stupid. It's stupid because it's like... I love even the idea of show hands. I get it. It was a nice, like, Easter egg thing. And it was convenient for the plot. But... it's like just like a convenient plot, like, and I felt nothing for him. I felt more about the dragon, and we should feel something for Benjen. And you know that Benjen probably knew about Lyanna and Rhaegar, and he probably went to the Night's Watch to hide their secret. You know, I mean, Tower of Joy was a cover-up. We all know it was bigger than it
Of
was in the
course.
show. It was conspiracy theory.
Northerners can't kill Kingsguard.
Yep, exactly. They can't melt Kingsguard steel beams. I'm just saying that there's more going on at hand than what they're giving us. So,
It'll be better in the book.
amen. It ain't that deep.
I do want to point out the fact though that Ben Hands just like jumps off his horse and is like, John, dude, get on the fucking horse, you gotta go. And John's just like, wait, no, hold on, you gotta come with me. And
Deus
he
Ex Benja.
takes, yeah, and he's like, no, you don't have enough time, go, and like sends the horse off. And he spends more time standing there looking at the whites coming towards him than it would have taken for him to hop on the fucking horse and go.
Probably would have
Oh,
slowed the
no.
horse down. This was an undead horse.
It was an undead horse. Why would it be able to slow down in the first place?
Well, I didn't know if it was an undead horse or not.
I feel like it was an undead. I don't think anything living is. There is nothing living past the wall other than like maybe
Dude,
some birds.
can we just imagine the polar bear, though?
The polar bear.
It was majestic and scary.
I can't wait
It
to see what those
was.
giants do.
Oh yeah, I forgot they have 3 dead giants.
You think they'll have any trouble getting past the wall?
I love that the idea that, like, next season, like, during all this, we're just gonna, like, be posting film comparisons to, like, shit we've seen in, like, production spoilers and where they're filming, and just be like, oh, they're doing this, oh, it's just gonna be so good.
It's what we've been doing.
Love it. I love it.
I mean, hell,
love
remember
it.
they were filming last season and we're like, oh look, it's the Tower of Joy scene.
Wait, are we getting another time? Oh,
But it's
never
the last season, man. That's it.
mind. Hey, we got a spinoff though.
Yep.
Can you believe it? That's it.
Spinoff.
Okay.
So the whole Right Walkers are coming.
Yes.
Can we talk about how the Night King and his boyfriend, he's just like sent his boyfriends to go deal with John. He was like, you guys go deal with them. I'll come later.
I'll be back. It'll be fine.
Well, he's kind of crucial to their army.
Yeah.
Like, what's gonna happen? Like, the other thing I didn't understand is the Night King was just like across the lake the whole time. What's gonna happen?
Just waiting for them to die, and then resurrect them.
Right, like, why are you just chilling there? Like, what's going on?
Nothing but time.
Yeah, these are the things that haunt me in the ASOIAF narrative. I'm like, okay. Sure.
Maybe it was a trap for Danny?
But she's still alive, so...
Yeah, but she lost a dragon.
That's
They get
true.
a massive new advantage.
Good, I'm glad. Now she can be on even playing ground.
I mean, they were always going to be the main army she was going to fight, I think.
Definitely.
With the dragons. You know, it's true. I think that's the biggest reason why she walks away from the throne even, you know, for this. So. She walks
should
away
really,
in her vision.
She should really invest in some armor.
Agreed, like some Dragon Rider armor.
And
some
like a
fucking
saddle,
scale
maybe?
mail. Yeah. I would love to see that.
They probably will before the series is done.
I feel like every outfit she wears from here till the end of the series will be lit. She'll have, like, all these details and scales and shit filled in. I think it'll be pretty popular, so I don't feel bad.
It's fair.
Yeah.
What's left?
It's kind of that episode, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, Thoros dies. That's a bummer. I mean, we just watched Beyond the Wall. I don't know what to say.
We thought Tormund was gonna die. We
saw Eastwatch.
We did see Eastwatch.
Yeah. The arrowhead in the mountain.
Oh yeah, that too. Thought Tormund was gonna die. Thought for a second Jorah was gonna die falling off the fucking dragon.
We can only hope.
Nah, if he dies, I want it to be a good death. Spend
know.
some northern fucking justice off of his head.
I do, even though I don't like Jorah that much, I would like to see him have a death where he's, like, serving Dany or something, like, loyally and being like, I must die for you. Like, I just hope it fulfills it, because I feel like Jorah's had some passes, that's all.
Yeah, he has. That plot armor is strong.
Yeah, he should be dead by now. That's all.
Well, just about grayscale survive anything, I guess.
I hope I have the same problem. Shit.
Where's Sam?
No one knows.
He disappeared.
What if he never shows up in the series again?
Good luck.
He's the only one who, well, technically, Gilly's the only one who knows that Jon's parents were actually married. They have to show up at some point.
The rightful king of Westeros.
Maybe by that point, little Sam will actually be like 4 years old. Just on a side note, I'm scrolling through my Twitter feed here, and Brendan Beefish just tweeted out, in similar circumstances as this episode, Book Jorah wouldn't be all, I shame my house, keep the sword. He'd basically demand it for Jon, and then he did another second tweet under it saying, because Jorah is the fucking worst. And I'm like, holy shit, we agree on something.
Yeah, that seems more in Book Jorah's character.
Basically.
Think Book Sam will steal Heart Eater? Or whatever the Heartsbane?
Heartsbane.
Heart babe.
Eat my heart out, babe?
I think so. I think the circumstances will again be way different, but I think you will.
I'm gonna buy this, and then I'm gonna take this, rather, and then melt it down into Valyrian steel arrowheads.
Okay, smart.
So, in the books, does Dragonglass kill whites?
I think so.
No, just fire. Not white.
Oh.
Because it definitely kills them in the show.
Yeah. A little awkward, right?
Yeah.
Really?
But whatever.
Made Thoros' sword a little redundant.
Yeah. I mean, I kind of forgot that, originally they were resistant to fire, and then the Night's King like walked through that like little flame thing to be able to go and launch the fucking javelin. And I was like, how is he able to? Oh wait, yeah, I forgot that's a thing now.
Weird.
Yeah.
Weird.
Hey, undead aren't supposed to have any ranged.
Especially not fire whites.
Yeah. Hey, I haven't seen John with the bow since like season 3.
Sometime soon, hopefully. We'll see him with his gear. His King in the North outfit with his like sword and shit.
I
For
think.
sure.
You know what I think's gonna happen next episode?
No.
The party that returned. Well, now you're gonna know. But the party that returns north, I think Jamie will be with them. Cause think about it. Because Brienne's gonna be there theoretically if she doesn't die somehow. Jamie's gonna be there. Both halves of Ice will be going back to defend the north.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can get
I'm
behind
into
that.
that.
I'd enjoy that.
Man, Sansa as Queen in the North is just such a concept. You know?
Think John will just give it to her?
I don't want to think about any of that. Fuck you.
I mean, I feel like John seriously would be like, hey, so I might marry the queen here, so... You know, I was kind of shitty at ruling this
I don't know.
anyway.
I'm thinking of just like putting up a sign that just says like I drink and I know things, like inquire within outside my room.
Do it at
And
Dragon
it's just
Con.
me, like, right. It's just me just like answering like theories in my ads and sleeping.
I feel like this is a logical conclusion.
Thank you. I do a lot of this, so
Till next week?
Yeah, I don't think we have anything more to
absolutely
talk
next
about.
week. I want to talk about how next week, you know, I'm gonna be unbearable, right?
You're always unbearable, but okay.
I'm probably gonna drink too.
Some shit is gonna happen next week, and I'm gonna be the most unbearable broad in all of the universe.
What if Sandor dies?
Shut the fuck up. Sandor Clegane would never die, first off.
I did it once.
It's true.
The Hound
he
died.
did.
The Hound died.
But Sandor Clegane didn't.
Exactly.
Exactly. So, go on, my children. They're also. I just keep looking at you guys. I'm like, oh, look at these beautiful kids, my sweet babes.
Look at
All
our
of
beautiful Ma.
my sweet babes. Oh.
Alright, well, it looks
All right,
like
guys.
we are signing off until next week.
Drunk ASOIAF was fun. We were drunk. We came. We saw. We had hot takes. We'll be back next week for the finale, which will be so fun.
Oh, yeah.
Such a big deal. Oh, yeah.
Hopefully there'll be a little
I'm
bit more to
excited.
talk about.
Yeah.
The episode of a century. We're all going to be trashed.
Oh, yeah.
I can't wait. All right. Good night, you guys.
Good
Good night, everybody.